Alright kids, good morning again. This is Mr. Sapia, and this is going to be my second video tutorial on how to use Google Slides for your incredible nonfiction report. And what I'm going to do is, if you look over here in the left column, you could see that there's already these pre-created slides. Okay? So a couple things. First off, if you wanted to add another slide, what you would have to do is, if you look up here, there's a little plus sign and the menu pops up. It says New Slide. You want to click the little arrow to the right of it, and what it does is it gives you about 11 templates that you can choose from and that you can put into your nonfiction report. Again, I've pre-created many of these for you, but if you wanted to add another slide, feel free to do that. So you just hit the down arrow and choose which one you want, and then it'll show up wherever the highlighted text is. And then you can move it up and down too if you want, or right click it and delete it. Now the main focus, what I want to show you today is where it says insert picture and title here. Yesterday, or my first video tutorial, I showed you how to insert a picture. So what I want to do here is I'm going to go back. I did a Google search already for Ivan the gorilla, and I am going to click on this photo and then right click it. Put save image as, and it's kind of already named for me, Gorilla Ivan, so I'm just going to say desktop and then save. And since we're all using Chrome, again, it's going to save on the bottom bar here. So I'm going to go back to my Google slide, and I'm going to click the little icon here, image, and then I'm just going to drag this, and the photo will appear here. Now again, you can move it around best you like, and you can resize it like I showed you for the first video tutorial. Now what I want to do is, this is a photograph, so what I want to do is I want to put a caption next to this. So I'm going to highlight the text and I'm going to say Ivan at Zoo Atlanta. That way this caption will be able to describe the picture. What I can do now is I want to make this a little bit smaller, so I'm going to highlight this, and then I'm going to go to my font up here, and I'm going to make this, let's say, 24. And then what you can do is you can move it around here. What's really neat now, what I really want to show you is how to add a shape. So, actually I'm going to do a line first, so I'm going to choose arrow, and I'm going to put an arrow from the caption to the photograph. That way, that's just yet another way to draw the reader's attention to a caption and a photograph. Another thing that you can do, if you, let's say you wanted to add a little bit more text, some additional text that's not in the caption, what you would do is you would go up to this icon here that says text box, and you would click that, and you could see now there's a little plus sign on my Google slide. So what you would do is you would just, wherever you want to put the text, and again, you can move that. That text box appears, and what you can start to do is you can start to type in that text box. I'm going to change the color here. I'm going to do red. Okay, so I'm going to say, for the sake of this, I love the book, the one and only Ivan. And I'm going to underline. So I'm going to highlight what I want to underline and click underline up here. So that's another tool that you can use. Yet another tool is the shape icon here. And what you would do, again, you hit the down arrow. And there's all different kinds of shapes. So there's shapes here, and if you hover over that, obviously you can see that many new shapes appear. We have more arrows here. We have something called callouts, and then we have equations. I'm going to focus on a callout. So I'm going to hover over that, and I'm going to look and see which callout I want to use. I think I'm going to use this one because I think this is going to draw the reader's attention. So you could see now that there's a plus sign. What you're going to do is you can create this callout. And again, the purpose of this is to just draw the reader's attention to whatever information you're trying to present. Now there's a lot of things you can do with this. Excuse me. You can add colors to this. All right. So make sure it's just highlighted, and maybe we'll do yellow here. And let's say you wanted to move this. You can move this down. Oops. Guess you can't move that down, but what we can do is we can add a text box here. And we could say, Ivan at the zoo in, say, 1997. Again, so now that's in that piece of information is in a callout. So those are just a couple of different tools that you can use for Google Slides. Again, I'm going to be doing a couple of these as we go, so feel free to watch this and rewatch it. And the purpose of this is really to make sure that you bring your presentation to life by using a lot of different tools where you could put information so the reader of your book can gain new knowledge from your nonfiction book. Thanks.